Truth of the matter is that as human beings, as human race, we're all obsessed with technology. Essentially, what that means is we're obsessed with wanting things to move a little faster, wanting things to move um, to be easier, wanting things to be simpler, right? Wanting to accomplish results faster in an easier manner. We're obsessed with that, okay? And that's where technology comes from, okay? Let's not be in denial about that, all right? So, and that's why I kick against things like driving for dollars, knocking on doors, or anything that's manual in nature. As human beings, we're not manual in nature today. So, why would you want to build your business in a manual way? You're just going to frustrate yourself out of business. You may say, no, I'll choose to do mine like that. Unfortunately, you don't live in an isolated way. You live in a society, and society is moving so fast, and you can't pretend that you're not a part of that train. Okay, so you have to move just as fast, or you'll be left behind, and you don't really have a business without respect to a market. Okay, there's a marketplace. So, for example, real estate wholesaling is the heart and the science of finding deeply discounted properties and then turning them for profit. Okay, locking them under contract, turning such contract for profit, for a fee. That's what wholesaling is about, right? Agency is basically brokering deals, representing either a buyer or seller or both. Dual agency, right? So either you're dealing with agency or you're dealing with wholesaling, which is basically taking our interest, our equitable interest in the property. Either way, you're required to do one thing if you want to succeed, and that's marketing. Okay, so let's talk about marketing. Okay, and something that professionals are very clear about is that it's not about real estate, it's about the people. Okay, it's about service to people. Okay, and people do live in real estate, people do keep a roof over their head, and that's where real estate comes in. But without people, we don't have that equation. Okay, you can have a bunch of houses. Without people, it's a waste of time. People could give you addresses, you could go around driving around town collecting addresses all day long. Unless you are able to reach out to human beings, you're wasting your time. I will clear on that. Okay. Okay, so we are there's about 7 points I want to share with you. Okay, to make this a lot more, to make this a little bit more glaringly important for you, so you can apply it to what you may have going already. Maybe everything I've said so far is not adding up yet, but let me share these 7 pointers with you. Okay, these are each one of this can make or break the next 3 months of your business. Okay, all right. So I mentioned earlier that digital, for the most part, no, I didn't mention that yet, but let me just mention it right now. Okay, digital for you means precise. Okay, it means precise, meaning target, meaning precise target. Like, you know exactly what you're trying to do, you know exactly what you need to do to get it done, and you know for a fact you're going to get it done. It's a little bit different for what you may be familiar with everyone else, the way they teach real estate wholesaling, right? If you have any experience doing this already, you already know what I'm talking about. You've been trying, you've been scrambling for months, possibly years. You get frustrated out of it, you come back, you see another success story, another testimonial, and then you get excited again, and then you try it, and then you feel flat on your face, and then eventually you just start to really question your own. It's not, you don't just stop at questioning yourself. You start, well, you don't just stop at questioning the business, you start questioning yourself. It starts to affect your self-esteem. You start to feel like maybe this is not for me, maybe it's just my fault, right? Well, first of all, it's not your fault. Okay, all right. There's just too many people out here that are willing to teach you gimmicks. Okay, just because it's sexier, it gets enough mass in, and they know that maybe about 1% of the mass that comes in through their videos will figure it out because they keep digging for more answer. In fact, many of you that are loyal subscribers on this small channel of us, huge but small channel in numbers, right? Many of you will understand that you were digging for more and more information, and that's how you stumble into what we're doing here. Are we making sense? All right, so many of you know that already. So you know that you were digging more and more and more, and that's how you got here. This wasn't this is the kind of content we create may not be able to engage you through to the end because it doesn't sound like quick money. It doesn't sound like get rich quick, right? And I always tell people, I don't do get rich quick. I do for sure money. For sure you're gonna get rich. Okay, for sure you're gonna build wealth based on the information. How do I know? It's not even my own personal story. Okay, there are a few people that have picked up 1 or 2 nuggets from me training over the last 10 years, from my training activity over the past 10 years, and they have turned their life around, basically built $1 million businesses. Okay, so I know for a fact, it's not a belief now, it's know for a fact, because we have tons of stories of people that have changed their life just by simply taking 1 nugget, 1 or 2 pieces of nuggets away from what we're doing over the past 10 years. Okay, so you dug, you're that 1%. Okay, you are special because you dug for that 1%. I mean, you're the 1% person. Like 1,000 people came to watch a video, and then 1% of them, for a fact. Again, how do I know this? Because again, we're talking digital marketing in real estate now. Okay, and this is very, very important for you to understand. And if you can apply the same precise marketing activity to your business will change. Okay, you will find a balance between volume and quality, quantity and quality. Okay, and some people will say, hey, what's the difference between quantity and quality? Should I go after more quality or more quantity? It's always, find the sweet spot is always in between. Okay, you need to find the balance in between, and in order to do that in a digital age, you need to apply digital marketing. There's no way around it. Okay, basically, if you don't do that, everything you're doing is not predictable. You can't duplicate it, you can't replicate it, you can't turn it to a cookie cutter system. If you can't turn it to a cookie cutter system, you're limited. Basically, it's basically the difference between McDonald's as a burger creator and the local burger creator who creates the best burger in the world. You're trying to create a business system, you're trying to build wealth. Okay, the idea is to give and just find a sweet spot in between. It's not the best burger, but it's not the worst burger. It's not so bad that people don't want to buy. Of course, it needs to be good enough to keep people addicted to it. So if you're watching me right now, there's a very good chance that you're addicted to burger from specifically from McDonald's or Burger King, right? You're addicted to one of those fries. There's a good